In the previous video, we have been through the streets of Saharan Africa, but now let's move to Europe and explore this beautiful city known for its 14 islands and more than 50 bridges on an extensive Baltic Sea archipelago. So I hope many of you guessed the name of this city correctly. Yep, it's Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. Hello and welcome everyone to your favorite YouTube channel, City to Visit. In today's video, we're going on a beautiful trip to the beautiful and coolest places you have ever seen in Stockholm. So make sure you stick till the end and enjoy this journey with us by relaxing on your bed or sofa. With that being said, let's start. Stockholm, Sweden's capital city, is described as the Venice of the North because of its waterways and lakes. It's situated on a network of islands and coastlines at the outlet of Lake Malar into the Baltic, which forms a deep entrance here. So we are starting our journey with the VASA Museum. The incredible Vasa battleship, the main attraction at Stockholm's brilliant VASA Museum, was intended to be the pride of the Swedish imperial fleet. Yet in a forerunner of the Titanic disaster, centuries later, this majestic 64-gun vessel sank on its maiden voyage in 1628. An amazing salvage operation took place in 1961, and now you can marvel at this glorious time capsule, 95% of which is entirely original. The three masts on the roof of the museum are not just a tourist draw. They were reconstructed to the exact height and specifications of the original masts. This is the most visited museum in Sweden, and rightfully so. More than 1 million people a year come here to enjoy the different exhibitions and watch the movie on the ship's history. A variety of other historic vessels are also located on site, including an icebreaker, a lightship, and a torpedo boat. Entry is free if you are under 18 years of age. Here we will move to Stockholm City Hall. This city hall was built by the Municipal Council of Sweden and is certainly a work of beauty. It has many offices, conference rooms, and ceremonial halls. Stockholm, a fancy restaurant, is one of the highlights. Since being named the venue of the Nobel Prize banquet, Stockholm City Hall has gained even greater significance. Thousands of tourists gather every year to check out the place and stand in awe of the work, which is considered a result of Swedish national romanticism in architecture. Then moving ahead towards Sky View. Situated on Stockholm's southern fringe, Sky View takes you to the top of the world's largest spherical building, the Ericsson Globe, one of Stockholm's modern landmarks. From 130 meters above sea level, you'll be treated to an unforgettable view of the entire city. Tours aboard the gondolas take about 30 minutes and depart every 10 minutes. But be prepared for long lines at peak times of the day. After the trip, sightseers can visit the restaurant and souvenir shop. Well, after this spherical building, let's move to Duogarden. It's an island located in the central region of Stockholm. Duogarden should top the list of places to visit in Stockholm. This is a place where all the major attractions of Stockholm are located inside the open-air museum Skansen, the jaw-dropping amusement park Gronalund, and extensive stretches of forest and meadow waiting to be explored. For those who are looking for some recreational activities, there is an art gallery by the name of Lichvalches Konsthall, which was built back in 1916. You can check it out. It is most famous for its spring exposition between January and March. On our next stop, we have Moderna Museet. Well, you can dip your toes into one of Europe's foremost collections of art from the 20th century to today, featuring works of art by Picasso, Dali, Durkheim, and Matisse. The museum exhibits everything from modern classics to contemporary art, including film, photography, drawing, prints, and whimsical outdoor sculptures. Located on picturesque Skeppsholmen Island, the building of Moderna Museet was designed by Rafael Moneo, a Spanish architect. The museum offers a world-class program of temporary exhibitions, a children's workshop, a shop, a library, and a pleasant restaurant with a beautiful view of Duogarden and Strandvägen. Our next destination will be Skansen Open Air Museum. It's considered to be the first open-air museum in Sweden. Skansen was also clubbed up to host a zoo of its own and is the most visited among the places to see in Stockholm. Established back in 1981, Arthur Hazelius, its founder, meant to dedicate the museum to showcase the culture of Sweden before the industrial era. This attraction has several exhibits over a land that stretches 75 acres. Among the highlights of this museum include the 19th century town, where you will see replicas of many different craftsmen that dominated Swedish culture. Moving on to the next one, Photographyska. It is Stockholm's museum of contemporary photography and hosts an eclectic mix of exhibitions throughout the year. The complex encompasses a cafe, restaurant, store, and gallery, and from the top floor you can enjoy one of the most enviable views over the city. In recent years, the museum has seen a huge increase in visitor numbers and is now acknowledged as one of the world's premier photography venues. Serving organic, sustainably produced cuisine, the restaurant on the top floor is acclaimed as one of the city's coolest eateries. The gallery also hosts cutting-edge live and club music throughout the year. Moving ahead to the next stoppage, ABBA Museum. Many people are unaware that some of the biggest fans of the music band ABBA are from Sweden. The primary reason for this can be linked to the fact that ABBA is Swedish. ABBA launched its museum in May 2013. Since then, hundreds of people have come here year after year only to see this interactive display set in the modern environment of Duogarden. Learn more about the band and have the opportunity to see some of the exhibits such as Benny's Piano, the Waterloo, the Polar Studio, and Ring Ring to mention a few. Now let's make our way to Gronalund. It is the single most entertaining amusement park in Stockholm that contains over 30 attractions. It's also the primary location for most music concerts. Some of the memorable concerts that were held over time in Gronalund include Bob Marley and the Wailers, ABBA, the Cardigans, Dr. Alban, and Tolo, to name a few. The amusement park hosts numerous performing art events all throughout the year, and we're quite certain that there's something exciting happening at Gronalund during your visit to Stockholm. Moving on to the next, Östermalm. If it's Stockholm designer chic you're after, then look no further. Östermalm is the most exclusive district in the city. Exclusive international labels rub shoulders with high-class Scandinavian design. On Biblioteksgatan, there's an abundance of flagship shops and designer boutiques, while the neighborhood around Stureplan offers plenty of posh shops and some with sky-high price tags. On to some royal stuff called the Royal Palace. Stockholm's heart is the Royal Palace, often known as the Stockholm Palace. It is the official residence of the Swedish king, and it was previously used by King Carl XVI, Gustav, and Queen Sylvia. It also includes the king's office and members of the Swedish royal family. During your vacation here, you can partake in a variety of activities such as visiting the Royal Court of Sweden, Gustav III's Museum of Antiquities, the Tre Kronor Museum, and even meeting the Royal Guards. Now let's move ahead towards our last destination, Gamla Stan. Dating from the 1200s and crammed with must-see sights, attractions, cafes, authentic restaurants, and boutique shops, the area of Gamla Stan, also known as the Old Town, is a living, breathing museum in its own right. For many, this is the first stop on their journey of exploration, and rightly so. Certainly there's no better way to instantly absorb the feel of Stockholm and get to grip with the city's culture. Plenty of souvenirs and gifts are available in the Old Town, and you'll find yourself transported back to medieval times. As you meander through a bewildering labyrinth of tiny, winding streets, many of which lead to or from Strateget, the main public square. Along the way, you'll discover countless mysterious vaults and ancient frescoes lurking behind picturesque facades. Well, if you ever visit this beautiful city, make sure that you add all these places to your exploration list so that you cover the most beautiful and coolest places in the city of Stockholm. So with that, I'd like to end this video with the hope that you liked and enjoyed it. However, stay tuned to the channel as a new video is coming for you guys on City of Milan. If you liked our content, make sure that you give this video a like and do share your views and opinions with us in the comments section below. Do subscribe to the channel to receive regular videos from us, and don't forget to click the bell button to never miss an update. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one, and until then, peace.